So
Charles Eklund.
how long have you lived in the Kluane area?
Well, from before the highway was here, I lived north of here, though,
You live north of here.
before the highway was opened.
So
I
was
lived about 30 miles from where the road is today, in the bush. And four of us were born up there in the bush on the trap line.
And when did you move more to this area? Do you know?
Well, first time came out of the bush, there was 1945.
Okay.
And before that, we came out, we seen where the road was when they're building it, then we went back into the bush. And then we came back, I think, in 45 out again. And then we went back again, and then we moved to Snag in 47. We came out and moved down to Snag Airport in 47. And then we stayed there for 2 years or so, and the Catholic churches came in and they took all my buddies and hauled them all over the country, like Lower Post and Carcross. And they were going to come and get us, but Dad said, no, my kids are going public school. They're not going there, So we went from there in 49 to Haines Junction.
Okay.
And that time there was Army barracks in Haines Junction where we went to school. And we went to school there until 54, and then we moved back to Beaver Creek again. And built a house in Beaver Creek, and then we lived in Beaver Creek to go to school for a while. I just went to school there for another year or two, and then 55, 56, then I went to work for the Army and here in Destruction Bay. I worked for them until 58
Oh, wow.
on highways. It was a big camp here because that was the main camp between Whitehorse and Beaver Creek. The superintendent and everybody was here, and everybody was dressed in Army suits those days, because they took over from the American Army, built a highway, so then they turned it over to the Canadian Army in 49 or 50, I think it was. And then they ran it till 58 or something, and then they turned it over again to DPW. And then finally they turned it over after that in 63 or so to YTG. And that's where it's been since, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did it come about that you were Kluane First Nation chief?
Well, in 1961, the federal government, Department of Indian Affairs, like was Kluane and all those bands were under the Indian Act those years. So because Snag was so far away, I think the Department of Indian Affairs figured, well, make it more easy if we move them all together. So we have two different languages in Beaver Creek, Upper Tana and Northern Tutchone. And here in Kluane, it's Southern Tutchone, so they just moved everybody together. And they had it that way for till 91, when White River decided we should move back to their country there, because the languages and everything's different.
That must have been really challenging at first, with that many different languages between you.
Yeah.
I mean, there would have been some similarities between the Southern and Northern Tutchone, but
Yeah. Well, the older people, I guess they were in contact more before.
yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Walking, and those years everybody traveled with dog teams in the winter and pack dogs in the summer, so, they'd meet,
Yeah, that makes sense.
I know Mom could understand them,
You had a very different growing up from a lot of people.
Yeah.
That must have been pretty, in some respects, very special.
Yeah. Well, Dad would speak English, kind of a broken, because he came from Norway.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He came from Norway to New York in 1910, and then to the West Coast and all the way up, and worked in Alaska in the Kennecott copper mine. And he eventually came in here in 1918 or 1920 and came into this area.
Wow.
Then he met my mom up there somewhere, and then she had her own trapline dogs and stuff too, so they got together, but I mean, he couldn't understand her and she couldn't understand English, so it's funny how they got together, but they understood what. Yeah.
Love needs no words.
Yeah.
So what year were you chief for Kluane First Nation then? Was that when everybody was still there?
Yeah.
Like both groups, or?
They were together then.
Okay.
I was chief when they wanted to separate. They separated in 91.
Okay.
I think it was. So I think I was chief just before that, 3 years anyway. I was chief there for 3 years.
Well, thank you
when they
for
were
your
together.
time. Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
And building the highway and being chief.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've seen
I
it
did
all.
lots of things.
You've seen a lot of change in this area.
Yeah. Yeah, I worked here for the Army till, 55 till 68, I think it was. No, 64. 64, I went to work with Yukon Electric in Hayes Junction in 64. And that's when we built the power line from here to the airport. Because there was no power in the village then. It was just a little wee gas generator that the church had. That's all it was. 1 or 2 houses had one bulb, that's all.
Yeah, we're kind of spoiled now.
Yeah.
I think. We take it for granted now.
64, yeah. And put the power in. Burwash. 6 of us worked there all summer digging holes by hand. Because we never had no digger, no trucks or nothing those years. All handwork. I worked in Junction to start with, and we worked from there up here, and then after they finished the line, then they said, well, we're going to move you up. They moved me up here in 64. Built a house and then look after generators, do line work.
That's how you ended up right beside the generator.
Yeah. So I worked for them for 30 years. I retired from 94 from them. When I retired, they sent me all around looking at power stations in Alberta. Because they said, you can keep working, we could transfer you if you want somewhere. So they sent me all over Jasper and Fort McMurray and all over those places, looking, see if I liked it to go to work there, Grand Cache. And I came back, I said, no, I don't think I like to go to any of those places. So then they said, well, we'll make you a deal. We'll sell you the house and property and you can stay there. So that's what I did.
Nice. Oh, I'm glad they did that for you. Very glad they did that for you, because...
Yeah. So I figured, well, it's simpler than moving everything.
Well, I love this area. Between the lake and the mountains and the trees, and it's a special area.
Yeah. Yeah, so I stayed here. And I had about 8 horses and stuff, and go sheep hunting and moose hunting and whatever.
So
Took
you
the
trapped
kids.
you trapped with your mom when you were younger?
Oh yeah, yeah, me and Dad, yeah. Yeah, I was on the trap line working since about 5 years old until
Wow.
9, I guess, when I went to school.
Yeah.
Started grade 1 when I was 9 years old. And I was finished when I was 15, something like that. Only grade 7, I think, I finished school.
I think you learn more from doing than you do from school anyways.
Just went to work, that's all. Yeah. We lived in, we trapped between, after we moved to Snag in 47, we trapped from Snag to Sourdough, another place, another 25 miles from Snag. And we trapped there all winter, you know, with dogs and live in tents and stuff like that. I think we got 60 foxes that winter, and I don't know how many lynx we got. But you see, there was no money those days here either. There was no SA, none of those programs.
No.
And houses, most natives built their own houses, the old people.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like today.
No.
It's too bad they're spoiled today. Everybody's spoiled.
Well, and on top of that, so much
Pardon?
so much legislation on like telling you how to build your house. It's kind of overdone. I think a lot of us could do some good by going back to a little bit simpler times.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like when there were no stores or no doctors, no nurses, no nothing here.
Yeah,
No
we're
grocery
very, we're
stores.
very lucky to have what we have now.
No grocery stores or nothing, no.
Mm-hmm.
We ate lots of the animals that we got, eh?
So did you mostly eat off the land then when you were younger?
Yeah. Yeah, we mostly lived on the animals. Some of the animals,
Yeah.
some animals we didn't eat, some we ate. Yeah. And Mom would dry berries for fall. She'd put them out and dry them
Oh, nice.
from the sun, you know.
Yep.
And then sort of have some in the winter time.
Mm-hmm. That was smart.
Yeah. Lived on rabbits and gophers and stuff like that. I had a gopher jacket when I was 5 years old. She made.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a different life.
Oh, very. You can't compare it. It's like another world.
No, that's right.
It's so different from
Yeah.
what most people know today that they really can't wrap their heads around
Yeah.
how you lived. Like,
Oh.
really?
Oh, yeah. Dad go shopping twice to Dawson City as soon as the river opened, like White River.
Uh-huh.
Go down the river from Snag, boat, to Dawson to get groceries and get all dry goods, like
Yep.
dry eggs and everything dry. And then he'd hire a float plane in Dawson to fly to a lake about 3 miles from where our cabin was. And then we'd go again and pack it from there.
Wow. Quite the adventure.
Yeah.
just for groceries.
In 1943, me and my sister went down with Dad and Mom when they got married down the river to Dawson. In 43, they got married there by George Black. Went down there and came back. That's before my other brothers and sisters were born.
How many brothers and sisters do you have? Or
I got
did you
one-
have?
One brother. Actually, I had 2 brothers, but one brother passed away. He got
Okay.
sick and died.
Yeah.
Then I got 3 sisters. When my brother died, those years there was not much. That was in '49, so there was not too much traffic. They got him to Whitehall. I think they took him to the Snag Airport. flew him to Whitehorse because he was sick. And he was in Whitehorse. The old hospital was on 4th Avenue on this side of the river. That bridge was there nothing
Yeah.
there then. And, they buried him someplace we don't know where
Oh,
because we were way up there
Yeah.
at the drop line. And they just hauled him in there. Don't know where. Somewhere in Whitehorse, I mean, we think.
that-
That was
that's
hard on Mom. I remember
upsetting that she doesn't know where,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
or didn't know where, but
Yeah. That was hard on Mom. I remember that.
yeah, I bet. That
Yeah, there's a lot of stories, old stories too.